Hi, welcome to What's Cooking with Rochelle. Today we are making a fresh juice from a summer favorite, watermelon. So if you love watermelon, or even if you're lukewarm on watermelon, you actually might love watermelon juice. Pretty simple and easy. And I'm going to explain a couple of things along the way. We do not cook it, number one. Number two, we are using a blender. If you have a juicer, please feel free to use a juicer, and then you can omit a couple of the straining steps. I personally like mine with a little more pulp in it than just juice, but if you'd like yours to be clean and neat, please feel free. The first thing we're going to do is go ahead and dig into the watermelon. I have a seedless watermelon here, and you can see I picked a good one. All right, let's put that half over there for now. We are going to make this as easy to chop as possible. And we are looking to only put the red parts in here. Obviously, we're going to be removing the rind. And it doesn't really matter how you chop it up because the blender is going to do most of the legwork. And as you get pieces, put the trash can down there so we have it handy. Quick tidbit in case you guys don't know, I am vertically challenged, as some would say, or short, but it's all good. I actually don't mind being short as an adult. Now, obviously, you could make as little or as much juice as you would want. If you wanted to use part of the watermelon for something else, you certainly could. And I did not weigh my watermelon. I apologize, to give you an idea of how much weight of watermelon I had. But you did see we used half of it, and it did fill a regular blender. Okay, so the next thing is we're going to blend what we've got here. Snap the lid down, have your plunger. Okay. Now, before we put the other half in the blender, we need to get rid of our juice, right? So we are first going to strain it. This is a fine mesh strainer. Again, if you have a juicer, you don't need to do this. But we are going to pour it in here. And then what it's going to do is the pulpy part, it's actually going to leave in the strainer. What I'm going to do is just move it aside so the rest of the juice can go through. I do have also cheesecloth. So if you want to strain it even more, you can certainly run it through the cheesecloth. Watermelon juice will keep for a couple of weeks in the refrigerator fresh. If it'll even last that long. It doesn't last very long at my house. It's really a nice treat. So as a kid, I didn't really like watermelon at all. And even as an adult, I'm lukewarm. But I definitely like watermelon juice. You know, having just that little bit of lime in there, and you can add mint as well if you want a more exotic taste. And it just adds something that just makes it wonderful. Usually served over ice or crushed ice. Let's get rid of this. The good thing also about watermelon juice, you don't need to add any water. We'll sit that over there. Let's go ahead and get the other half of our watermelon done here. But there's nothing better than a hot summer day and a cool, refreshing drink. Now, if you wanted to add alcohol to this, you absolutely could. The alcohol, I think, would probably go the best would either be vodka or tequila. Although if you are a professional bartender and you'd love to send me a recipe to use fresh watermelon juice in something else, I'd be happy to try it out. The first time I ever had watermelon juice, I was probably in my 30s, and I know that's crazy to say, but I do like it now. And you can add as much sweetness to it or none at all. Some people like it with just a touch of salt too. I'm not a huge salt person, as you know from my other videos. I try to cut down on salt. Natural salt is fine. Added salt, not so much. All right, we're almost there, guys. If you do have seeds, you are going to want to use a juicer and not a blender because the seeds will be bitter. Now, I don't know about you guys, but some people don't like pulp. So if you're a no pulp orange juice person, you're probably a no pulp watermelon juice person too. You can also mix watermelon juice with other kinds of juices. So feel free to experiment. You could definitely mix it with other tropical juices. Strawberry would be wonderful with watermelon, fresh strawberry added to it. You could even muddle a strawberry in a little bit of sugar and add that to the dish. We are now going to add our lime. And for one whole watermelon, we are going to add 2 limes. My watermelon, as you saw, filled 2 blenderfuls. So if you want to measure it that way instead, 1 blender, 1 lime. You can also add in lime zest if you would like, but that's completely up to you. Alrighty. Last but not least, I do add just a little bit of sugar to mine. Again, this is a personal preference. Whichever amount works best for you. Now, this is a simple syrup that I just made at home. And we're adding about 1/4 cup to this whole thing. If you would like it sweeter, please feel free to add more sugar. You do need to make sure that the sugar you're adding is an already combined melted, not granular. So besides simple syrup, you could add agave. You could even experiment with honey if you'd like that kind of alternative sugar. And we are ready to go. Now, I am going to strain this one more time, and then we're going to serve it over ice. I am garnishing mine today with some fresh lime and also a sprig of mint, because mint goes good with it too. See you back here in a sec. All right, the time to get our juice on. I did strain it again through a cheesecloth. Again, both of those strainings are completely optional. If you would like more pulp in yours, please feel free to omit those. If you use a juicer, you don't even need to do it. You'll have crystal clear juice just like this without doing that. Without further ado, gotta love some watermelon juice. If it is a hot summer day, or even if it's not, if you can find fresh watermelon, give fresh watermelon juice a try. And if you like this juice, try the lime juice that I made, the limeade. Oh, amazing. You can feel free to combine them if you want to. And of course, there's lots of alternatives. Thank you once again for watching What's Cooking with Rochelle. Please subscribe, and I truly appreciate all of you for watching my videos. Please send it to friends and family, and have a drink on me. Bye for now.